Come with me to the lab to manufacture some gas diffusion electrodes. And with that, welcome to our series, The Lifetime of an Electrode, where I'll take you along to the production and application of these electrodes in electrochemical CO2 reduction. So make sure to follow along to not miss the next part. First up, you just saw me cut my substrate, which is a carbon gas diffusion layer, into equally large pieces. And next, these pieces need to be individually weighed so we can later on identify the exact amount of catalyst deposited on top. At ICVT, we are focusing on CO2 reduction to CO using silver catalysts. And for preparing my catalyst ink, I need to first weigh in exactly 1 gram of silver nanoparticles. Afterwards, I'm adding in some water and isopropanol, and finally some anion exchange ionomer for binding and also enhancing the performance of our electrode. The final mixture is then sonicated for 30 minutes, and in the meantime, I'm already placing my substrates in the spray coater. Next, I'm starting up the spray coater, including a short safety procedure. And then I'm filling part of my catalyst ink into the ultrasonically mixed syringe of the spray coater. The freshly installed tubes then first need to be filled up manually with the catalyst ink, which is therefore pumped all the way from the syringe to the nozzle. Now finally the coating process can be started, and the catalyst ink is sprayed onto the substrates using a predefined pattern, which makes the nozzle move in horizontal direction first and then vertically. The ink is fed through the ultrasonic nozzle at a uniform pump rate, and the base plates are moderately heated to quickly evaporate the solvent. Also, we can make sure to coat the electrodes as evenly as possible. In the meantime, I'm using my smart Excel sheet to calculate the mass of each electrode once the target loading is reached. The syringe has to be manually refilled a few times during the coating process, and the electrodes are frequently weighed to hit the target loading as precisely as possible in the end. Therefore, the whole process is repeated several times, which in reality, unfortunately, doesn't only take 2 minutes, but approximately 1.5 days, because after packing our freshly produced gas diffusion electrodes comes the most fun part, which is cleaning the whole spray coater.